We welcome you to the Paycom Center here in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. I am Vinny from vdubproductions. It is the NBA Finals here in my NBA2K26 2025-2026 season playthrough. Game 1 between the Milwaukee Bucks and the OKC Thunder. As we look at the starting lineups, we have Cole Anthony, Gary Trent Jr., Kyle Kuzma, Antetokounmpo, and Turner for the Bucks. SGA, Dort, Williams, Holmgren, and Hartenstein, the starting five for the OKC Thunder. As we start seeing the matchup between Giannis and Chet Holmgren, that would be definitely a good one here. I hope we have a really good series between these two teams to start off this NBA Finals here, as we see the home court advantage A+ for the Thunder. And we are underway as the Eastern Conference champions win the opening tip here as Giannis, the ECF MVP, average over 43 points a game in that series. You see Antetokounmpo, he'll put the shot up, and that is no good. Hartenstein coming down with the rebound. Here in game 1 of the NBA Finals in my season playthrough, Hartenstein with it. He's trying to put the bucket up. He will, and he'll get the first points of this NBA Finals. And it is 2-0 here. We see Hartenstein averaging 5.9 points a game, but he'll get the first 2 points there. It's 2-0. Miles Turner, who, by the way, was supposed to be out for like day-to-day, but I guess they said that he's well enough to play. As you see, there's a miss right there. So Miles Turner will not miss any action at all. I guess a couple of days off, they felt like he was okay to go. As we see SGA, that shot is no good. Antetokounmpo coming down with it, crossing the half-court line. There's a three-point. That's good. Gary Trent Jr. with the bucket, and the lead is, or no, we're tied at 2. I thought it was a three-pointer for a second, but they said he was in the line. So it's a minute and a half into the first quarter here. We see SGA. He'll put the shot up. That's not going to fall. Kuzma coming down with the rebound. Giannis has it, as there's a bucket right there. And I believe that is Cole Anthony with the bucket. And the lead is up to 2. It's 4-2 Milwaukee right now. SGA shooting the 3. That's in there. And it's 5-4. SGA, who won the MVP of the Western Conference Finals. You see Miles Turner for a bucket. That's in there. And the lead is up to 6-5 right now. We have 9.5 to play here in the first. Game 1 of the NBA Finals. SGA for 3. That's good. That's 6 for him already. And the lead is up to 2 for OKC. Beats it back over to Turner. And that is stolen by Holmgren. You see Jalen Williams coming around with it. Feeds it back over to Hartenstein. Hartenstein with the bucket. That's 4 for him already. And it's 10-6. A 5-0 run, by the way, by the Bucks. You see Antetokounmpo, he's going to go out of bounds. He loses it. That's out of bounds here. So that'll be Thunder ball. I see SGA has 7.4 assists per game in the playoffs. That is 4th in the league right now. Hartenstein will inbound it over to SGA as we're 8:45 to play here in the first. 10-6 SGA. Couple of three-pointers already early on. He'll put that shot up. That's going to land in. That's 8 quick points already for him. SGA has averaged 36.8 points a game here at home. That was during the regular season, as Giannis will hit the shot. That's no good. Lugan Stort coming down with the rebound. SGA feeds it back over to Chet Holmgren. 14 on the shot clock. Back over to SGA. SGA putting it over to Hartenstein. Hartenstein with 6 points. As I said, he only averaged 5.9 points during the playoffs. He's already at 6. He and SGA tied. No, SGA has 8 right now, and the lead is 14-6. That's a 9-0 run by the Thunder, by the way. Giannis will shoot the 3. That's no good. Jalen Williams coming down with the rebound. Got 20 on the shot clock here. He's just crossing the half-court line. Williams feeds it over to SGA. SGA coming around, passing Kuzma. SGA will put the shot up. That's good. That's 10 for him already. That's an 11-0 run by the Thunder. And the lead up to 10, and we're going to take a timeout. 7:26 to play in the first. OKC leading at 16-6. We'll be back. Coming out of timeout here, 7:26 to play here in the first. 16-6, OKC on top. That is part of an 11-0 run. SGA has 10 points already for the Thunder. Hartenstein with the other 6. Kuzma looking to inbound it. He's back over to Cole Anthony. Kuzma with it. Steps inside. Feeds it back over to Cole Anthony. Anthony feeds it over to Kuzma. 10 on the shot clock. Kuzma feeds it back over to Trent Jr. He'll shoot the 3. That's off the back iron. Holmgren coming down with the rebound. No points for the Bucks in the last 2:38. As you see, SGA, as we're approaching 7 minutes to play here in the first, feeds it back to Hartenstein over to Jalen Williams. Williams feeds it back over to Dort. Dort will shoot the 3. He drains the 3. 14-0 run. That's Luguentz Dort's first 3 points of the game. And it's a 13-point lead for OKC. Gary Trent Jr. feeds it back over to Giannis Antetokounmpo. He coming around. Oh, and Holmgren will get a piece of that one. Feeds it back over to SGA. Feeds it over to Dort. He'll shoot the 3. That's not going to fall in. Hartenstein getting the offensive rebound. Feeds it back to Dort. He'll hit the 3 this time. We're going to have another timeout called. That's 6 for Luguentz Dort, and it's now a 17-0 run. 6:17 to play in the first. 22-6 Thunder on top. Coming out of timeout here, we'll look at some lineup changes here as Cason Wallace will check into the game for the first time for Luguentz Dort. That is the only lineup change right now for either team. As we're approaching the halfway point of the first quarter here. Cole Anthony crossing the half-court line. His team trailing by 16 now on a 17-0, giving up 17 unanswered. That's drought still going to continue. Jalen Williams coming down with it. Williams feeds it back over to Cason Wallace. Wallace feeds it back over to SGA. He has 10 points already here as we're over halfway through the first quarter here. Game 1 of the NBA Finals from the Paycom Center. Wallace, you see SGA, that's 12 for him. That is 19-0 run. During the regular season, SGA averaged 36.3 points a game. Giannis coming around. He'll put the shot up. That's no good. Holmgren coming down with the rebound. This shoot it over to SGA. SGA puts a shot up. That's no good. Turner coming down with the rebound. Instead, Turner playing with an injury. He was day-to-day. They said he was supposed to be out, but I guess apparently a couple of days rest will give them that. Cole Anthony will shoot the 3. That's no good. And Milwaukee suddenly just cannot buy a bucket here. The lid has been closed. Jalen Williams coming around the layup. That's his first 2 points of the game. And that is a 21-0 run. The Bucks shooting 3 of 12. The Thunder 11 of 15 for what I'm looking at. And OKC on top by 20. Cole Anthony shooting a 3. That's no good. Hartenstein with the rebound. Jalen Williams feeds it back over to Cason Wallace. And there's Jalen Williams, and that's in. That's 4 for him. Wallace will get the assist there. And the Thunder are now on a 23-0 run, and the lead is up to 22 for them. Antetokounmpo, who has yet to get a point in this game, feeds it back over to Cole Anthony, and Cole Anthony will end that run. Giannis will get the assist there. The Bucks shooting 29%, the Thunder 75% at this point. 28-8, OKC on top right now. Start off this finals. SGA feeds it back over to Hartenstein. Hartenstein will put the shot up. That's not good, but he'll get the offensive rebound and the put in. That's 8 for him already. 8 points from an unlikely source, and the lead is up to 22 again for OKC. Slew of players from both teams coming out, waiting to check into the game. 3:25 to play in the first. Feeds it over to Giannis Antetokounmpo. Feeds it back over to Kuzma. He'll shoot the 3. That's no good. Jalen Williams coming down with the rebound. Williams crossing the half-court line, feeds it back over to SGA to Cason Wallace. Wallace feeds it over to Holmgren. He'll shoot the three. That's no good. Holmgren, the only starter to yet score in this game. I see Gary Trent Jr. Feeds it back over to Giannis Antetokounmpo. Trent Jr. Or no, Giannis with it. Trying to drive it. He'll put the shot up, and Giannis will get on the board. His first 2 points of the game for the defending for the Eastern Conference Finals MVP. 20-point lead for OKC right now. 2.5 to play here in the first. 30-10, OKC on top. SGA feeds it back over to Cason Wallace. 4 on the shot clock. Feeds it over to Holmgren. He'll shoot the three. He'll drain the three. The entire starting 5 have now scored for the Thunder. The lead is up to 23 now. 33-10, OKC on top. Turner, he'll shoot the three. That is no good. Chet Holmgren coming down with the rebound. Cason Wallace will cross the half-court line here. 2 minutes to play here in the first. 33-10, OKC on top. They're off to a fast start here in these NBA Finals as SGA will shoot the three. That's 15 for him already, and the lead up to 26. Cole Anthony trying to drive it. Being guarded by SGA, and SGA will come with the pickpocket theft. He's still coming around. Looks like he goes coast to coast. He'll shoot from the free throw line. No good. That is tipped. Cason Wallace getting the offensive rebound. SGA with it. 10 on the shot clock. SGA coming around. He'll put the shot up. That is no good. Gary Trent Jr. coming down with the rebound. And oh, look at that. I believe that is Holmgren that had a piece of that one. We look at the rebounds here. 15-5 in favor of the Thunder right now. Yeah, Hartenstein got a piece of that block off of the Greek Freak. It will still be Milwaukee ball as we have substitutions into the game now. We're not going to see them. Chances are I wasn't going to go through the list anyway because they go by too fast. Taurean Prince will enter the game. Same with Tyler Smith, Porter Jr., Rollins, and Portis Jr. So it's an entire lineup change. Entire 5 reset there. You see Taurean Prince for 3. No good. Isaiah Joe who checked into the game. Same with Alex Caruso. Isaiah Joe feeds it back over to Cason Wallace. And then Thomas Sorber checks into the game. Holmgren for 3. He drains it. That's 6 for him. And the lead is up to 29 now. That's a 9-0 run for the OKC Thunder here. They had a 23-0 run for a little bit. Portis Jr. He'll put the shot up. That is no good. Cason Wallace coming down with the rebound. Alex Caruso is feeding it over to Cason Wallace. Wallace feeds it back over to Holmgren. He'll shoot the three. That is no good. Portis Jr. coming down with the rebound. Rollins feeds it back over to Porter Jr. We got 5 on the shot clock. Or no, 5 on the quarter clock. 2 on the quarter clock. Portis Jr. will shoot the three. That was Porter Jr., I should say, for 3. That will count. But we are at the end of the first quarter here. OKC firing on all cylinders. They lead the Bucks 39-13. If you like what you see, hit the like button, comment on this video, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We'll be back to start the second quarter right after this. Back here, game 1 of the NBA Finals. Aaron Wiggins will check into the game. No, that was Wiggins that checked into the game. I thought that was Sorber for a second. I got the numbers confused. So it is Wallace, Wiggins, Holmgren. Wiggins, he'll shoot the three. That's no good. Sims. And then we have Portis Jr., Rollins, Sims, Taurean Prince out on the court. Kevin Porter Jr. I see Porter Jr. who hit the three to end the quarter. And that's good. That's 5 for him. So we got Wallace, Joe, Holmgren, Caruso, and Wiggins. For sure, that is the lineup set for the Thunder to start the quarter. And then we got Portis Jr., Porter Jr., Sims. Let me see, Rollins and Taurean Prince. So that is the lineup set for both teams here. Caruso, he'll put the shot up. That is no good. Portis Jr. coming down with the rebound. Feeds it back over to Ryan Rollins as he's crossing the half-court line over a minute into the second quarter. 39-15, OKC on top. Game 1 of the NBA Finals from the Paycom Center. Porter Jr. coming around. That's no good. Holmgren will come down with the rebound. Isaiah Joe has it. I believe that's 10 rebounds right now for OKC. No, 18. What the hell am I talking about? Caruso for 3, no good. Portis Jr. coming around, feeds it over to Rollins. A minute and a half to play into the second quarter. What am I talking about? Feeds it back over to Portis Jr. Portis Jr. coming around the layup. That's good. His first 2 points of the game for Bobby Portis Jr. And that's a 7-0 run. Very modest 7-0 run, which that is no good as Portis Jr. coming down with the rebound. Taurean Prince has it. 2 minutes into the second quarter. Needs it back over to Portis Jr. Portis Jr. will hit the bucket. That's 4 for him. And we're going to have a timeout called by the Thunder. A 9-0 run by the Bucks. It's 39-19 OKC. 9:53 to play until halftime. Looking at the lineup set coming out of timeout. Cole Anthony checks back into the game. Trent Jr. and Antetokounmpo. And I believe Turner may check into the game as well. And Lugan Stewart will check back into the game for the Thunder. You see Wallace will take the half-court shot, or take the inbound as he crosses half-court. Chet Holmgren, he'll shoot the 3. That will put an end to that modest 9-0 run. That's 9 for Chet Holmgren. Cole Anthony has it right now. Feeds it back over to, it was Trent Jr. now. Cole Anthony with it again. A lot of juniors. I see Giannis will get the slam dunk. That's 4 for him. 42-21 OKC on top. An 11-2 run by the Bucks right now that started with the Kevin Porter Jr. 3 to end the first quarter. Wiggins trying to drive it. He'll feed it back over to Cason Wallace, back over to Dort. He'll shoot the 3. That's no good. Antetokounmpo coming down with the rebound. Feeds it back over to Gary Trent Jr. Trent Jr. feeds it over to Cole Anthony. Anthony feeds it back over to Gary Trent Jr. 10 on the shot clock. Feeds it over to Antetokounmpo. Feeds it over to Porter Jr. He'll shoot the 3. That is no good. Antetokounmpo getting the offensive rebound. That is good. 6 points for him. And the lead down to 19 for OKC. Under 8.5 to play until halftime. Holmgren. Feeds it back over to Lugan Stewart. He'll shoot the 3. That is in and out. Porter Jr., I believe, that had the rebound there. Feeds it over to Cole Anthony. Back over to Porter Jr. Feeds it over to Trent Jr. He'll shoot the 3. That is in and out. Holmgren coming down with the rebound. Isaiah Joe has it. Under 8 to play until halftime. Lugan Stewart putting that shot up. That is no good. Porter Jr. with the rebound. 6 points for Lugan Stewart on 2 of 6 shooting, 6 rebounds. Porter Jr. feeds it over to Cole Anthony. He'll shoot the 3. That's no good. Holmgren coming down with the rebound. Dort crossing the half-court line. Feeds it back over to Wallace. He'll shoot the 3. That's in there. Cason Wallace, his first 3. And the lead is up to 22, and there's a timeout called. 7:29 to play until halftime. We're going to take a timeout. 45-23 OKC on top. Coming out of the timeout, we have Gary Trent Jr., Kyle Kuzma. So I think Kuzma is actually checking back into the game now. Trent Jr. is going back to his position. Jalen Williams checking back into the game for the Thunder here. Antetokounmpo will take the inbound. He's back over to Giannis here. 45-23. See Gary Trent Jr. coming around. He's still holding on to it. He'll step back outside. 4 on the shot clock. He'll take the deep 3 there. That's no good. Holmgren coming down with the rebound. Cason Wallace with it. Wallace feeds it back over to Jalen Williams. Williams coming around. He'll put the shot up. That is good. That's 6 for Jalen Williams in this game, and the lead is up to 24 again. They're led by as many as 29. Believe it or not, the Bucks were able to get it to within 19 after being down by 29. There's Kuzma. That's no good. Holmgren coming down with it. Jalen Williams has it. 22-14. The Thunder out rebounding the Bucks right now. There's Jalen Williams again. That's 8 for him. Lead up to 26. 49-23. OKC on top. And that's a miss right there. Isaiah Joe coming down with it as we're halfway through the second quarter now. Logan Stort coming around. He'll put the layup up. That is no good. Giannis Antetokounmpo coming down with the rebound. Dort, 6 points on 2 of 7 shooting. 2 of 5 from beyond the arc. 14 on the shot clock. Feeds it back over to Antetokounmpo. Giannis coming around. 8 on the shot clock. Giannis feeds it back over to Cole Anthony. He'll shoot the 3. That's no good. Giannis coming down with the slam dunk. 8 on the shot clock. Or 8 for him in this game for the Eastern Conference Finals MVP. Jalen Williams, 14 on the shot clock. Feeds it back over to Logan Stort. Finds it over to Jalen Williams. 8 on the shot clock. Wallace, 5 on the shot clock. Wallace, he'll put the shot up. That's no good. Portis Jr. coming down with it. Antetokounmpo with it. Crossing the half-court line. Under 5 to play until halftime. 24-point lead for OKC. Giannis coming around. Feeds it back over to Portis. Oh, and Holmgren had a piece of it. But was it Gary Trent Jr., though? It came right back to him. He just shoots the 3 like it's nobody's business here. We'll have a timeout called by the Thunder. 4:39 to play until halftime. 49-28, OKC on top. Coming out of timeout here, Miles Turner will check back into the game for the Bucks. And we have SGA checking back into the game for the Thunder. 4:39 to play until halftime. 49-28. Thunder on top right now. They have dominated this game. Starting off with a 23-0 run dating into that took most of that first quarter there. There's a miss right there. Antetokounmpo coming around. He's back over to Gary Trent Jr. Gary Trent Jr. He's back over to Cole Anthony. Anthony trying to come through. He'll feed it over to Kuzma. Kuzma will shoot the 3. That's in there. Kyle Kuzma now officially starting 5 for both teams. And that is actually an 8-0 run right now by the Bucks. They had a 9-0 run earlier in this game. And there is a 3-second violation against the Thunder. That will be Bucks ball. Closest the Bucks have been, actually, is 18 right now. As you see, Holmgren's going to go to the bench for Ousmane Dieng. His first minutes of the NBA Finals. But as I said, it was 39-10 at one point. So basically, it's a 21-10 run by the Thunder. But this is the closest they have been, as you see, since it was 39-10. Dort will come with the steal, though. Williams feeds it back over to SGA, 14 on the shot clock. SGA feeds it back over to Dieng. He'll shoot the 3. That is no good. Kuzma with the rebound. Feeds it over to Cole Anthony here. Under 3.5 to play until halftime. Cole Anthony drives it. Oh, and SGA looked like he may have had a piece of that as it hits off the backboard. SGA feeds it back over to Ousmane Dieng. SGA coming around. He'll put the shot up. That is no good. Turner coming around with the rebound. Cole Anthony has it. Feeds it back over to Kyle Kuzma here. Under 3 to play here in a second. Kuzma feeds it back over to Turner. Turner coming around the layup. That's good. That's 4 for Miles Turner in this game. And now the Bucks within 16, the closest they have been since OKC went on top by 29. Isaiah Joe will shoot the 3. That's no good. Cole Anthony coming down with the rebound, crossing the half-court line. Gary Trent Jr. for 3. That is no good. Isaiah Joe has it. Feeds it back over to Jalen Williams. Williams feeds it back over to SGA. He's outside of the three-point line. 14 on the shot clock. Feeds it over to Logan Stort. Dort feeds it over to Isaiah Joe. He thought about taking the 3 for a second, but now it's Jalen Williams. He shoots the 3. He drains the 3. That's 11 for him. Second player to be in double figures for the Thunder, and the lead is up to 19. Kyle Kuzma, he'll shoot the three. That is no good. Jalen Williams coming down with the rebound. SGA, he'll miss that one. Antetokounmpo coming down with the rebound. SGA has 15 points in this game. 6 of 14 shooting, 3 of 4 from beyond the arc. Cole Anthony, got 10 on the shot clock. Cole Anthony, he'll put the shot up. That's going to fall in for 3. That's 7 for Cole Anthony. 13-3 run for the Bucks in the last 4-14. 52-36. Minute 13 to play here in the second. Williams, he's going to come around with a bucket. That's good. 13 for him in this game on 18 minutes of play, and the lead is up to 18 again. Antetokounmpo. Under a minute to play until halftime. 10 on the shot clock. Gary Trent Jr. coming around, and he will put the shot up, and that is no good. Dort coming down with the rebound. Rugen Stort. He's back over to SGA. SGA wants to put the shot up. No, he'll feed it over to Joe. Isaiah Joe will miss that one. Cole Anthony coming down with the rebound. 25 seconds to play until halftime. Giannis coming around the layup. That is no good. Isaiah Joe coming down with it. Rugen Stort. 14 on the shot clock. Back over to SGA. 10 on the clock, I should say. 18-point lead. Feeds it over to Joe. He'll shoot the three. That's not going to fall in. Antetokounmpo will come down with the rebound, and that will do it. We are at the end of the first half here. It's all OKC. They're leading at 54-36. If you like what you see, hit the like button. Don't forget to comment on this video. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so yet. And also, if you look at the pinned comment section, I will have the... if you look at the pinned comment section, I will have the... link to the voting for my future 2K27 series here, but we're going to send it to halftime, and I'll see you guys in the second half. (54-36) OKC on top. It's been all Thunder. They went on a 23-0 run at one point in the first quarter. They have not looked back. They were up by as many as 29 points, but this is actually that the Bucks have been able to cut it to within 16. That's the closest they have been since it was a 29-point lead for OKC. As we saw SGA highlights there, had 15 in the first half here. As we start the third quarter, SGA taking the inbound from Hartenstein. Starting five for both teams out on the court. Dort will miss that one. As you see, Anthony Trent Jr., Turner, Kuzma, and Antetokounmpo. SGA, Dort, Jalen Williams, Holmgren, and Hartenstein out there. As Antetokounmpo, I believe he's now in double figures in this game. Yeah, he's first Buck to reach double figures. And once again, the Bucks are within 16. That's the closest I said they have been since it was 39-10. But if you look at it right now, it is a 28-15 run actually. And you see Antetokounmpo feeds it back over to Turner. That is in and out. Holmgren coming down with the rebound. Jalen Williams feeds it back over to SGA, back over to Chet Holmgren, over to Rugen Stort. Dort feeds it back over to Jalen Williams. He'll shoot the three. That's no good. And Aquadupo coming down with the rebound over a minute into the third quarter here. 54-38. OKC on top. Feeds it back over to Gary Trent Jr. Trent Jr. coming around. He'll put the shot up, and that is no good. Hartenstein coming down with the rebound. Over to Jalen Williams. He'll have the slam dunk. That's 15 for him. I believe that's 13 assists already for the Thunder. The lead is up to 18 again. Cole Anthony feeds it over to Gary Trent Jr. Gary Trent Jr. to Kuzma. Kuzma will shoot the three. That's good. Kyle Kuzma, 6 points for him. And it's a 15-point game. That is actually the closest they have actually been since it was a 29-point lead for OKC. And a three by Luguentz Dort. 9 for him, and the lead is up to 18 again. Cole Anthony taking his time, slowing this pace down for a second. Antetokounmpo feeds it back over to Kyle Kuzma, back over to Antetokounmpo. 5 on the shot clock. Antetokounmpo, he's going to go to the line. That is the first foul called by Chet Holmgren. I believe that is the first foul call we've had by any player in this game, as Giannis is going to go to the line shooting 2. Try to get this team back to within 16. 9:34 to play in the third. Game 1 of this NBA Finals. Believe it or not, it was 39-10 at one point, but if you look at it, it's 31-10. The Bucks have outscored the Thunder since that point. And Antetokounmpo will make the first one. Getting his high fives there. That's 11 for Giannis. So the only player in double figures right now for the Thunder. And he will sink both of them. 59-43, the Thunder on top. Game 1 of this NBA Finals. I mean, by the time this video comes out, I think we will be after Game 4. As you see, Jalen Williams for 3. That's 18 for him. I think he now has the game high over SGA, as we'll have a timeout called by the Bucks. We're going to take one as well. 62-43, Thunder on top. We'll be back. Let's look at the field goal percentages this season. We got Miles Turner and Giannis. Turner at nearly 73%. Giannis, I think, around the 70% mark as well. Top 5 in the league. As we are back to action here, Kuzma will get ready to inbound it. 19-point lead for the Thunder here in the third quarter. They're up by as many as 29. The Bucks were able to get to within 15 at one point. Cole Anthony feeds it over to Turner. He'll shoot the three. That's going to fall in. Miles Turner with 7. Bucks within 16 here as we're over 3 minutes into the third quarter. SGA. He's back over to Chet Holmgren. You got 9 on the shot clock. Chet Holmgren coming around with the layup. That's good. That's 11 for him. And the lead is up to 18 again. 11 points on 4-7 shooting, plus 18 out on the court. Antetokounmpo being guarded by Chet Holmgren. This is a matchup I think they're looking at right now. And look at that, Holmgren coming out with a piece of it. Feeds it back over to SGA now. SGA trying to drive it. He hasn't scored, I think, since the first quarter, I think. And he will get the points there. That's 17 for him. Thunder shooting 49%. Milwaukee at 38%. And the lead is up to 20 again. Miles Turner feeding it over to Giannis Antetokounmpo. 14 on the shot clock. Antetokounmpo. 8 on the shot clock now. Giannis coming around. He's trying to get through. He'll put the shot over, and that's no good. He gets the offensive rebound, but he'll pass it over to Kuzma. Kuzma for 3. 9 points for Kyle Kuzma, and the Bucks within 17. 15 on the shot clock. Here in the third quarter here. There's a shot by SGA. That's not going to fall. Antetokounmpo will come down with it. Feeds it back over to Miles Turner. Turner will put the shot up. That's no good. Hartenstein with the rebound. Jalen Williams feeds it back over to Luguentz Dort. Dort feeds it back over to Holmgren. Holmgren coming around. He'll put the shot up. That's good. That's 13 for Chet. Look at that. 20. I think that's 20 of 53 for the Bucks. 28 of 57 for the Thunder. If you look at the total shots. 13 on the shot clock. Antetokounmpo feeds it back over to Kuzma. He'll shoot the three. That is no good. SGA coming down with the rebound. Jalen Williams will shoot the three. That's no good. Antetokounmpo with it. And there, Turner. Miles Turner with the slam dunk. That's 9 for him. 68-51. OKC on top to Luguentz Dort. Feeds it back over to Williams. He'll shoot the three. And that's no good. Antetokounmpo coming down with the rebound. And we are halfway through the third quarter here. It's a 17-point lead for the Thunder. Giannis trying to drive it. He'll feed it back over to Miles Turner, over to Gary Trent Jr., 8 on the shot clock. Gary Trent Jr., he'll shoot the three. That is no good. Hartenstein coming down with the rebound. Luguentz Dort has it. Coming around with the slam dunk. Dort, I believe that's 11 for him. Fourth player to be in double figures for the Thunder. And the lead is up to 19. Kyle Kuzma holding on to that one right now. He's back over to Cole Anthony, 8 on the shot clock. Cole Anthony, he'll shoot the three. He will miss it. Luguentz Dort coming down with the rebound. Over to Jalen Williams. Williams coming around. He'll put the shot up. That is no good. Miles Turner coming down with the rebound. Cole Anthony has it. Kyle Kuzma. Kuzma feeds it back over to Anthony. Anthony back over to Turner. Turner. He's going to come around. He'll put the bucket up. That's good. Miles Turner has 11 points. The second player to reach double figures for the Milwaukee Bucks. The Bucks are within 17. Jalen Williams, he'll put the shot up. That's no good. Antetokounmpo coming down with the rebound here. Under 4.5 to play here in the third. Giannis, the Greek Freak, has his way. That's 14 for him. The Bucks 23 of 59, Thunder 29 of 62. And once again, the Bucks are within 15. Got 4:05 to play here in the third. Chet Holmgren. 5 on the shot clock, Holmgren. 3 on the shot clock. Holmgren will put the shot up. That is no good. Gary Trent Jr. coming down with the rebound. Trent Jr. feeds it back over to Cole Anthony. 10 on the shot clock. Cole Anthony feeds it back over to Gary Trent Jr. 4 on the shot clock. We got 3. He'll put the shot up for Gary Trent Jr. That's no good. Hartenstein with the rebound. Under 3.5 to play here in the third. 70-55 OKC on top. Jalen Williams, he'll put the shot up. That is no good to Hartenstein. Hartenstein will get the offensive rebound and the put in. Every player and every starter for OKC is now in double figures in this game. And the lead is up to 17 again for the Thunder. 3 minutes of play here in the third. Game 1 of the NBA Finals from the Paycom Center. And that is, of course, in my season playthrough in this universe. We know the Knicks and the Spurs are playing in real life. And as this game was made ahead in advance, is Dort coming around. There he is. Luguentz Dort. Well, that's 13 for him. You look at Gary Trent Jr. stats, though. 5 points on 2 of 11 shooting. Cole Anthony, you got 2.5 to play in the third. Feeds it back over to Giannis. He'll put the shot up. That is good. 16 for him. As we'll have a timeout called by the Thunder. 2:18 to play in the third. 74-57 OKC on top. We're going to take a timeout. All right, we got a slew of substitutions. We'll get the names coming out onto the court as fast as we can, but I'm not going to read the names because there's a lot of positions being changed as well. I know Caruso out on the court as well as Aaron Wiggins and Casey Wallace. Holmgren and SGA I know remain on the court. Caruso, he'll shoot the three. That is no good. So it is Portis Jr., Rollins, Taurean Prince. I know, is it Miles Turner still on the court, and then Porter Jr. So Turner is the only player that's still remaining on the court for the Bucks coming out of that timeout. Rollins will shoot the three. That's no good. Holmgren coming down with the rebound. Cason Wallace, the only player off the bench to score for the Thunder here. Portis Jr. will come down with the rebound. Portis Jr. and Porter Jr. are the only two to score off the bench for the Bucks right now. Porter Jr. feeds it back over to Miles Turner. Turner feeds it back over to Rollins, but he'll feed it to Taurean Prince. Prince will miss that one. Holmgren coming down with the three. Under 90 seconds to play here in the third. 17-point lead for OKC. SGA coming around, feeds it back over to Caruso. He'll shoot the three. That's no good. Miles Turner coming down with the rebound. We got Kevin Porter Jr. with it. 1 minute to play here in the third. Portis Jr., he'll put the shot up. That is good. Bobby Portis Jr., 6 for him. Under a minute to play. The Bucks within 15. SGA holding on to that one right now. Trying to slow things down over to Holmgren. Chet Holmgren feeds it back over to Aaron Wiggins. And Wiggins, he'll miss that one. Portis Jr. has it. Kevin Porter Jr. now has it. 15 being guarded by Cason Wallace. Porter Jr. steps inside, feeds it back over to Portis Jr. over to Prince. He'll shoot the three. That is no good. Wiggins coming down with the rebound. Shot clock turned off. SGA, he's holding on to that one right now. As there's 10 seconds to play here in the third. His team up by 15. SGA, he'll put the shot up. That is no good. Portis Jr. coming out of the rebound, and that will do it. We are at the end of the third quarter here. OKC leading it 74-59. We're going to get ready to start the fourth quarter after this. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, and comment on this video if you haven't done so yet. We'll be back. We're going to get ready to start the fourth quarter. And ready to start the fourth quarter, we have State Farm assist of the game, and that will go to, I believe that might have been Chet Holmgren there that gets the assist of the game. I believe that may have been an SGA three-pointer there as well. So we start the fourth quarter. The Bucks will inbound it as you have Prince, Porter Jr., I know you got Rollins, Portis Jr., and Giannis. Porter Jr., I believe that's Kevin Porter Jr. for three. That starts everything off right there. And the Bucks are within 12, the closest they have been since OKC went up by 29. Dort, he'll shoot the three. That is no good. Portis Jr. No points for the Thunder in 3 minutes and 20 seconds. Feeds it back over to Giannis Antetokounmpo. Feeds it over to Ryan Rollins. Feeds it back to Giannis. Giannis coming around. He'll drive into the hoop, and he'll get the bucket. That's 18 for him in this game. And the Bucks are within 10. Plenty of time to play here in the fourth. Isaiah Joe will hit the bucket. He'll put the shot up, no good. Chance to get it to within single digits for the first time since the first quarter. Antetokounmpo coming around, and he almost lost it for a second. Cason Wallace coming down with it. Wallace feeds it back over to Jalen Williams. That's not going to fall. Portis Jr. coming down with the rebound. Feeds it over to Giannis. Feeds it over to Porter Jr. Porter Jr. feeds it over to Portis Jr. here. Feeds it back over to Giannis Antetokounmpo. Feeds it back to Prince. Coming around, Taurean Prince with the slam dunk. Taurean Prince, his first points of the game. Giannis Antetokounmpo with the assists, and the Bucks are within 8. 10 to play here in the fourth. 74-66. The Thunder led by as many as 29 in the first quarter, and this is the closest the Bucks have actually been. Cason Wallace, he'll shoot the three. That's no good. Giannis Antetokounmpo coming around with it. Feeds it back over to Kevin Porter Jr. Feeds it over to Prince. He'll shoot the three. He'll drain the three. That's 5 straight points for Taurean Prince. We'll have a timeout called by the Thunder. Bucks within 5. 9:33 to play. Substitution now on the court. And we have Kyle Kuzma checking back in for the Bucks. I think that might be the only lineup change coming out of the timeout. Fans getting nervous here right now at OKC. They thought they were going to have a comfortable win in that first quarter. You see Wallace will shoot the three. That is a well-needed three there for him. 6 points for him, and the lead is up to 8 again. Giannis. As we have 9 minutes to play here in the fourth. Feeds it over to Kyle Kuzma. They can take their time still. Kuzma will shoot the three. He'll drain the three. That's 12 for him. Third player from the Bucks to reach double figures in this game. 13-3 run, by the way. There's a shot by Dort, and that's no good. 13-3 run. So before that three by Cason Wallace, it was a 10-0 run. Kuzma with the bucket. That's 14 for him. And the Bucks are within 3 on a 15-3 run. Here OKC chance here. Wallace, he'll shoot the three. He'll drain the three. That's 9 for him. Cason Wallace, the only player off the bench to score for the Thunder. That extends their lead up to 6 again. Giannis. We got 8 minutes to play. And that will be a reach-in foul against Lugan Stort. That's his first. Substitutions out on the court. Cole Anthony, Gary Trent Jr., and Miles Turner checking back into the game. And for the Thunder, Hartenstein will check back into the game. Antetokounmpo feeds it back over to Kyle Kuzma. Under 8 to play here, 80-74. The Bucks on top. We did not think the Bucks would be making this a game. They see Cole Anthony. That shot is no good. Isaiah Joe with it. The Bucks have not led since 6-5. As Jalen Williams will miss that shot. Gary Trent Jr. will come down with the rebound over to Miles Turner with the slam dunk. That's 13 for him. Gary Trent Jr. with the assist. And the lead down to 4 again. And by the way, as I said, the Bucks have not led since 6-5. That was when OKC went on their 23-0 run to put it up to 28-6. And at that point, they didn't look back yet, but the Bucks have not gone down without a fight. I see Jalen Williams for 3. That's 21 for him. Lead up to 7 again. But Kuzma, that's 16 for him. Bucks within 5. 33-75 shooting for the Bucks. 34-80 for the Thunder. Jalen Williams feeds it back over to Wallace, over to Lugan Stort. Dort feeds it back over to Williams. He'll shoot the three. He'll drain the three. 24 for him, and the lead is up to 8 again. Then he's shooting some of these clutch shots right now. Giannis, he'll shoot the three. That is no good. Hartenstein with the rebound. Feeds it back over to Jalen Williams. Williams will put the bucket up. That's no good. Or the shot up, I should say, no good. Kuzma feeds it back over to Cole Anthony here. 15 on the shot clock. Kuzma trying to drive it, but he won't. 10 on the shot clock. 6 minutes to play here in the fourth. Kuzma being guarded by that's Lugan Stort. Kuzma will get past Dort, and that's in there. That's 18 for Kyle Kuzma. 9 of those here in the fourth quarter. The Bucks, as I said, not going down without a fight. They were down by as many as 29 in the first quarter. They gave up a 23-0 run prior to being down by 29. But here they are within 6. They had it as close as 3. Cason Wallace, he'll miss that one. Giannis leads it back over to Cole Anthony. 15 on the shot clock. Cole Anthony, he'll shoot the three. That is no good. Hartenstein with the rebound. 6-point lead for OKC. He's it over to Dort. Back over to Cason Wallace. Wallace feeds it back over to Williams. He'll shoot the three. He'll drain the three. That's 27 for him. He's starting to take over here. They see Holmgren and SGA want to check back into this game. The lead up to 9 for OKC again. Gary Trent Jr. feeds it over to Giannis. He'll shoot the three. That is not going to fall in. Hartenstein coming down with the rebound. Feeds it back over to Jalen Williams. He's going to come around and count it. That's 29 for Jalen Williams. I believe that is Gary Trent Jr. called for the foul. As we see Hartenstein and SGA checking back in for Wallace and Joe. Jalen Williams, by the way, it's Jalen Williams number 1 that checks into the game. That's actually in here because there are 2 Jalen Williams. As he'll sink the second one. That's 30 for him. He has definitely gone on a tear here in this fourth quarter. Giannis feeds it back over to Miles Turner, and Turner with the bucket. That's 15 for him. Bucks within 10. 4:19 to play here in the fourth. Still plenty of time in this game. Here the OKC chance. SGA. Feeds it back over to Holmgren. He'll shoot the three, and that's no good. Kuzma coming down with the rebound. Final 4 minutes here in the fourth, 92-82. That shot is no good. Holmgren coming down with the rebound over to SGA. Crossing the half-court line, feeds it over to Dort. He'll shoot the three. That's no good. Antetokounmpo coming down with the rebound. Giannis feeds it back over to Gary Trent Jr. Gary Trent Jr. feeds it over to Cole Anthony. 13 on the shot clock. Cole Anthony feeds it back over to Miles Turner. 7 on the shot clock. Feeds it over to Kuzma. Looks like Kuzma may need a rest. Kuzma, he'll shoot the three. That is no good. Hartenstein coming down with the rebound. SGA, he'll put the jump around shot. That's good. That's 19 for SGA. 8 of those in the paint. 94-82 OKC on top. It's back over to Cole Anthony. 3 to play here in the fourth. Trent Jr. for 3. No good. Jalen Williams coming down with the rebound. Dort will shoot the three. That's in there. Lugans, Dort, 16. And we'll have a timeout call by the Bucks. 2:37 to play in the fourth. 97-82. Thunder on top. Coming out of timeout here, 2:37 to play here in OKC. Game 1 of the NBA Finals in my season playthrough. I'm Vinny from vdubproductions. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please do leave a like, comment, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so yet, as we're getting ready to head back into the NBA Finals. As we're heading back to action here, Kuzma getting ready to inbound it over to Cole Anthony. Trailing by 15, back over to Antetokounmpo. 2.5 to play here in the fourth. Gary Trent Jr. feeds it back over to Kyle Kuzma, back over to Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo feeds it back over to Kuzma. He'll shoot the three. That is no good. Hartenstein coming down with the rebound. SGA has it. He's crossing the half-court line. Feeds it back over to Holmgren. 2:10 to play here in the fourth. OKC looking poised to take a 1-0 series lead. SGA shooting the three. That is no good. Gary Trent Jr. coming down with the rebound. It was a 29-point lead for 1 point in OKC. The Bucks were able to get it to within as close as 3 points here in the fourth quarter, but Oklahoma City, some clutch shots by Jalen Williams. He took over this game as Turner will have 17 on that layup. Minute 35 to play. SGA, he'll shoot the three. That's no good. Kuzma coming down with the rebound. 90 seconds to play here in the fourth. Antetokounmpo coming around with the layup. That's good. That's 20 for him. Well off his average from the Eastern Conference Finals, but that just tells you how good OKC did again, defending him. It's an 11-point game. Holmgren coming down with a slam dunk. That is 15 for him. 13-point lead. Giannis coming around. He'll put the layup up. That's no good. Holmgren coming down with the rebound over to Jalen Williams. Under a minute to play here in the fourth. Feeds it back over to SGA. SGA finds it. Feeds it over to Dort. He'll shoot the three. That is good. Luguentz Dort for three. 19 for him. And the lead is up to 16. They reach the century mark. Giannis Antetokounmpo coming around. He'll put the shot up. That's good. 22 for him. SGA will cross the half-court line. Shot clock still on. 30 to play in the game. We have 15 now on the shot clock. SGA feeds it back over to Chet Holmgren. Over to Jalen Williams. Williams, we got 5 on the shot clock. Williams coming around. And that's blocked right there. Feeds it over to Cole Anthony. That's good in there. Cole Anthony, 10 points for him. So 4 of the 5 starters got in the double figures for the Bucks, but that will do it. The Thunder will come away with a 102-91 win. They take the first game of the NBA Finals in my season playthrough. They lead the series 1-0. Time to find out who the player of the game will be, as well as we'll go with the post-game player stats. And no surprise there, it's Jalen Williams. It's time for the post-game player statistics brought to you by 2K Sports. We have Jalen Williams with 30 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, and a turnover, your player of the game. SGA, 19 points, 1 rebound, 3 assists, a steal, and a block. Luguentz Dort with 19.6 rebounds, 4 assists. Chet Holmgren at 15 points, 15 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, 4 block, a double-double for him, as well as a double-double for Isaiah Hartenstein with 10 points, 14 rebounds, 2 assists. Cason Wallace, 9 points, 2 rebounds, 5 assists, and a steal. Isaiah Joe had 4 rebounds. No stats for Alex Caruso, unless you want to count 0 for 5 and going 0 for 4 from three-point range. Aaron Wiggins, 1 assist. Ousmane Dieng only went 0 for 1 shooting in 4 minutes of play. Thomas Sorber, AJ Mitchell, Nikola Topic, Kenrich Williams, and Jalen Williams, number 2, did not play for the OKC Thunder. And now for the Milwaukee Bucks. We have Giannis Antetokounmpo with 22 points, 19 rebounds, and 9 assists and 4 turnovers for him. Kuzma, 18 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist and a block. Miles Turner with 17 points, 6 rebounds, and a turnover. Cole Anthony, 10 points, 2 rebounds, 5 assists, and a turnover. Kevin Porter Jr., 8 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists. Bobby Portis Jr. had 6 points, 12 rebounds. Gary Trent Jr. with 5 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. Taurean Prince, 5 points. Ryan Rollins only had 2 assists in the game. Tyler Smith, no stats at all, not even turnovers or missed shots. Jericho Sims had 1 rebound. Chris Livingston, Andre Jackson Jr., AJ Green, and Amir Coffey did not play for the Milwaukee Bucks. And that will do it for your post-game player statistics. Next video will be game 2 of these NBA Finals in my season playthrough. Could the Thunder hold serve and take the first 2 games at home, or could the Milwaukee Bucks even the series at 1? We have game 2, Bucks Thunder. Be there or be squared. And I want to put a note out. I'll have the link to my community tab post that will have the tentative schedule for these games, so you know exactly when to expect them to come out. And I say tentative because I have intentions of wanting to put these games out on those days, but who knows if I'm able to record on certain days because of life getting in the way right now. But I just want to point that out right now, that there is a link in the description down below, or in the pinned comment section, as well as where you can vote on how I should do my next NBA 2K content. And your choices are doing the season playthrough that I am doing right now with the regular teams and rosters, or do one of a relocation and custom made teams with a fantasy draft, or I could do one of season playthrough with just the all-time NBA teams, like say the all-time Bucks, the all-time Kings, the all-time Lakers, the all-time Heat, the all-time Nets, and so on. Or I could do a My Era season replay. Those are your choices right now. You have until the end of the NBA Finals to get those in. And if the My Eras part wins, then I'll have an extra poll out for that one on my community tab as well. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, comment, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so yet. Hit the bell icon to receive notifications when these videos do come out. And if you want to support this channel financially, there is a link in the description down below to my Cash App. Just click on that, and you might have to use the QR code to get onto your Cash App if you want to donate to me financially, as well as where you can follow me on X and Instagram. And that will do it. Reminding you guys the final score of the game, the OKC Thunder take the first game. They win 102-91. They were up by as many as 29, but the Bucks were able to get it to within 3. But clutch shooting by Jalen Williams, his 30 points, player of the game, propelled the OKC Thunder to pull away and win this game. I am Vinny from vdubproductions, and I am signing off.